Behind the RedLine, Episode 92, The Angel of the Meadow, Angel Meadow, Manchester, England, 2010. One woman, no name, no killer, no answers. Angel Meadow is quiet now. It sits just north of Manchester city centre, bordered by roads, new apartments, and carefully managed green space. People walk dogs there, cyclists pass through. The past is mostly invisible, but Angel Meadow has always been a place where the unwanted end up. In the 19th century, it was known as one of the most dangerous slums in Britain, a dumping ground for the poor, the sick, the criminalized. Bodies were once buried here so frequently that the ground itself was said to be unstable. In 2010, the meadow lived up to its name again. A woman was found dismembered, and then nothing. Manchester is a city shaped by labor, textiles, factories, migration, night work. Alongside its legitimate economy has always existed another, quieter, criminalized, and precarious. Sex work in Manchester has long operated in the margins. Canal paths, industrial edges, city center pockets, where anonymity offers both income and danger. By 2010, street-based sex work still existed, particularly among women facing addiction, homelessness, or immigration precarity. These were women who could disappear without triggering immediate alarm. In September 2010, human remains were discovered in Angel Meadow. They were not intact. The body had been dismembered, carefully separated, and left in a public green space. The condition of the remains suggested deliberate handling, not accidental death, not animal activity, not environmental decay. Police confirmed the victim was an adult woman. From the beginning, investigators believed she may have been involved in sex work, not because of evidence found at the scene, but because of how quickly her identity dissolved. Dismemberment is not common. It requires time, privacy, tools, emotional distance. This is not panic. This is control. In criminal profiling, dismemberment often signals one of two things: an attempt to prevent identification, a psychological need to dominate the body after death. Sometimes both. In this case, it achieved its purpose. The woman was not identified. Despite forensic examination, public appeals, and media coverage, the victim's identity was never confirmed. No missing person was conclusively linked. No family came forward publicly. No confirmed DNA match emerged. She became known only as the Angel of the Meadow. A name that sounds gentle, but masks total erasure. Without a name, timelines fracture, social circles vanish, motive becomes guesswork, and urgency fades. Authorities suggested the victim may have been involved in sex work based on location context, absence of identification, lack of immediate missing person matches. But this classification came with consequences. Sex workers are often highly mobile, estranged from family, reluctant to interact with authorities. This makes disappearance easier and murder harder to solve. Importantly, no evidence has ever publicly confirmed her occupation. That uncertainty matters because assumptions can narrow investigations instead of expanding them. There was no named suspect. No known serial offender in Manchester was publicly linked to the case. No clear pattern tied this murder to others. That isolation is part of the horror. This was not absorbed into a larger narrative. It was not solved by technology. It did not reopen old cases. It simply stalled. One woman, one meadow, one moment of extreme violence with no sequel. Angel Meadow has absorbed bodies before. In the 1800s, thousands were buried there. Paupers, unnamed dead, victims of disease and violence. The ground holds memory even when cities forget. This modern murder felt like an echo. Not because the crimes were similar, but because the response was. Silence, distance, erasure. Unsolved does not mean inactive. It means evidence aging, witnesses dispersing, context dissolving. For cases involving marginalized victims, unsolved often becomes permanent. Not because no one cares, but because no one knows where to start. The Angel of the Meadow is not remembered because of who killed her. She is remembered because no one knows who she was. Behind the Red Line exists to hold space for cases like this, where the violence is undeniable, but the story ends too early. This episode has no resolution, only a reminder. When a woman can be dismembered in a public place and still remain nameless, the failure isn't forensic, it's social